Hi, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm painting Salamanders. I tried out some colors from different brands of the armor scheme, but ended up with the classic Citadel colors, as I didn't get it quite right otherwise. The Salamanders colors is quite unique. It's hard to replace in my opinion. So to start off, I will be using liquid mask from Vallejo to mask off the shoulder pads on the model. You can either do this or give them a coat of black after the airbrush stage. I give the model a coat of Vulcan green to lay down the foundation of the armor scheme, leaving some black in the deepest shadows. With Warpstone Glow from Citadel, I airbrush at the zenithal angle, hitting the areas facing our light source. I load the airbrush with moot green and target the highest points on the model. I take Hexed Lesion from Vallejo and make a filter mix 1 to 10 with water. I apply this to the deepest shadows. Green and purple are complementary colors, and I'll be using this to add interest to the model in various stages of this scheme. Here I simply peel off the liquid mask and reveal the black shoulder pads underneath. I take some kitchen plastic wrap and mask off all but the backpack. With Liquitex Ink Carbon Black, I give the backpack a coat. To add some purple tones in the black, I use 4 parts carbon black and 4 parts neutral grey and 1 part the deep violet, and apply from above. To highlight, I use a mix of carbon black and neutral grey, ratio 1 to 4. I do the same process on the shoulder pads, focusing on the areas facing our light source. The inks will dry glossy, but at this stage the different finishes doesn't matter. We'll fix this later. With Vallejo model color black, I base coat the weapons, undersuit and tubes. Black leather from scale 75 will be the base for all leather parts. I will use one of my favorite golds, rich gold from Pro Acryl, for the chest emblem and cross on the left arm. I take my go-to silver, black metal from scale 75 to base coat all silver parts. Now, it's time to gloss varnish the whole model to prepare it for the next stage. To create an oil wash, I mix Winsor & Newton lamp black with magenta in a 1:1 ratio. I add odorless white spirits and stir until I get the right consistency. I pin wash the whole model to give it contrasts and definition. You can go back with a clean brush and soak up any excess or flooded areas if needed. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. It would really make my day. the same wash, I shade all silver and gold parts. I won't go through the whole decals process in this video, but if you want to learn more or see how I do it, I will link a video above where I go through it in more detail. For the final step here, I use microsalt to soften the decal, making it conform to the shoulder pads. When everything is dried, I matte varnish the whole model. With bold titanium white, I will freehand some iconic salamander flames on the weapons. I will be using contrast paints to make the flames. I start by applying Lamian medium to the flame areas on the weapon, then I coat the lower parts with Imperial Fist. With Gryph-hound orange, I give the midsections of the flames some color, mixing it with the yellow to create a gradient. The final color for the flame will be Blood Angel's Red. I add this to the top parts of the flames, blending it into the orange. I go back and forth here between the colors to get the desired effect. I do the same process with flames on the bolt gun. start highlighting the leather, I use a mix of black leather and brown leather from scale 75. Apply it to the areas facing our light source. I add some ivory into the mix and further highlight the leather, now focusing more on the edges and blending it into the previous mix. With even more ivory mixed in, I now focus only on the edges of the leather, and I make some scratches to make it look aged and worn. I use fresh metal from scale 75 to highlight all silver parts. Pro Acryl Bright Gold, I highlight the gold parts. To give the gold some extra shine, I use scale 75 citrine and apply it to the highest points. I do some edge highlights on the weapons and the backpack with a mix of Vallejo green-grey and a tiny bit of ivory. To edge highlight the armor, I use mood green from Citadel. Work around the whole model until you are satisfied. Need some studio gear or hobby tools? I've included links to the products I use in the description below. If you make a purchase through those links, I get a small kickback at no extra cost to you. It's a fantastic way to support the channel. give the metal part some sparkle, I take speed metal from scale 75 and apply it sparingly to all silver part, focusing on the edges and high points. I give the Purity Seal a base coat with Racket Flesh from Citadel. I use white to base coat some parts of the armor which I want to give some glow, together with the lenses. As lens color, I'll be using scale 75 FX Speed Yellow. With Seraphim Sepia from Citadel, I shade the Purity Seal. I give the wax a coat with Vallejo Purple. To highlight the scrolls, I use Screaming Skull from Citadel. With a mix of purple and ivory, I highlight the wax. I paint some text on the scrolls using Mephiston Red. For basing, I'll be using products from Geek Gaming Scenics. I first dip the base into grimdark city rubble and then sprinkle on some lighter city rubble. To give the base some extra interest, I use pigments from Vallejo. When I'm satisfied, I apply some sealant spray to keep it all in place. And that's it. With the rim dried, this marine is ready to deploy. Hope you all liked the final result. Feel free to leave a comment with any questions, and don't forget to like and subscribe.